did not get your rank because I want to call you by rank when you are testifying.
Call me Sergeant.
Sergeant, okay, I mean that. Thank you. Now,
manje ke isikhathi ukuthi ke ummeli omeleke umnumzana uNtanzika abuze ke imibuzo kade kepha kuza kufakaza ukuthi ngabe mhlawumbe isikhundla sakhe isiphi kahle kahle phakathi kwekhundla sokuthi phakathi kwesikhundla saka sergeant futhi nesika warrant athi ke ufakaze usergeant.
Now, before I get into the meat of my cross-examination, I just want to clarify this with you. That was during your engagement with Advocate Munisi. And he asked you if you can tell what type or model of a phone took the pictures depicted in Exhibit SD. You remember that interaction?
Yes, I do remember.
Bathi ukhumbula kumbuzo ngesikhathi kade ubuzwa lapho kummeli omelele lapho umnumzana oqala futhi nomnumzana osithathu ngikade kubuza ngabe mhlaba sebenzise uphike omakhala kuphila bocingo luphike ngesikhathi kade bethula ke ithombe lezi kulate isikhangiso lesi bathi ngabe yakhumbula lo nkulumo athi yebo ngisayikhumbula.
And if I recall your answer correctly, you said that you cannot tell without seeing the metadata of that particular device, correct?
Yes, if it's not, there's no provision of that information, I'm unable to tell.
Bathi uthi ngeke ukhona ukukhuluma ngokukhethekile mhlawumbe kuphela lo mbuzo lama ngabe kungekho metadata etshengakala ngalana athi yebo kunjalo.
Now, if you can be assisted with Exhibit SD, if you don't have it before you, so that we can clear this issue up.
Uma bengakusiza ke ngemibukiso ka Exhibit D ekhizeni ke sithi ukazula lo daba lo lesidia la ngaphambi kokusenkantolo ke.
Do you have it in front of you?
No, I don't.
If the state can assist you kindly.
I got it.
Now, you'll assist me here. If you go to page 4 thereof, they are numbered up to 5 pages. If you can go to page 4 thereof.
I'm on page 4.
And then on the top photo, which has got a side-by-side mate, a smaller corner, a side-by-side mate of this picture and another picture. Do you see that?
I can see it.
Bathi le mibukiso ke namakhasi ke amahlanu ke lapho ke qithi ufaza ikhasi lesine ke lapho ke wathi mabuka lapha phezulu khona ke ithombe ezimbili ezijangakala khona ke athi ngabe yayibona yini athi yebo ngiyayibona.
Now, if I take you to just under the file format, which is JPEG, there's a metadata and it says full. It says equipment make, that's a Samsung. And then equipment model, it's a Samsung GT C3222. You see that?
I can see that.
Bathi ke lapho ke bakhona la kubhalwe khona ke ukuthi ke meta no full format bathi GPEG bese ke ngase khona bathi metadata bese kuma bracket full ugcweleke lapho ke bathi equipment make othi Samsung lapho ke bese bathi lapho ke equip model othi Samsung GT dash C3222 yakubona yini athi yebo ngiyakubona.
Would that then be, in your opinion, the device that captured this photo?
Bathi ngokubona kwakho ke ngabe mhlambi ke le device yona ke ithumele isithombe lesi noma akusiyona.
That's correct.
Athi yebo kuyiqiniso.
And if we go to page 5 of the same exhibit,
Bathi uma siya kukhasi lesihlanu ke la lembukiso
the last photo,
isithombe sokugcina
also under, it says compression 6, under that, it says equipment make, a Samsung, the equipment model, it's a GT-C3222. You see that?
bathi yakubona lapha babhale khona ke ngenzansi ukuthi lapho file format wazothi GPEG bese ngenzansi ukuthi metadata bese wathi brackets full bese wathi lapho ke khona ke ngenzansi ku compression babhale compression 6 ngenzansi khona ke wathi equipment maker bathi Samsung ke lo indlela noma igama le cellphone noma umakhalekhukhwini bathi Samsung bathi equipment model iSamsung iphi ke lapho ke bathi it's GT-C3 yakubona yini lokho
Yes, I can see.
bathi yebo ngiyayibona.
Now, in summing this point, we see that these photos that are in Exhibit Y, not all of them, but the ones that I've referred you to, they were captured using a Samsung phone that is different from the phone of Mr. Ngube, which is a Samsung GT-E 2220. You see that?
Yes, I can see it.
Bathi yakubona yini ukuthi ke indlela noma ke umakhalekhukhwini othathe ethubule ke izithombe lezi ke wahlukile kumakhalekhukhwini lo kade ngizoncuba thola izithombe zakhe ke ngawo ke ngoba lo kade ku GTE 2220 ngabe yakubona yini lokho athi yebo ngiyakubona.
Okay, now let me come to the essence of my cross-examination, and it don't involve the merits as it pertains to Mr. Ngube because I don't represent him. I'm only asking you questions for clarification purposes, right?
I understood.
Athi buza ke imibuzo kepha ngeke babuza ke imibuzo ehambisana nodaba kaMnumzane Ngube ngoba yena akathumela akamele kaMnumzane Ngube kepha ke ufuna kunala adinga khona ingcazelo ngogcwele noma ngokukhethekile eqhamukeni kufakazi lokho kade ubulethile.
Now, on Friday when you testified, and I want to touch on this issue for clarification purposes, you testified that the device or a cell phone that took Exhibit SD, in fact, let me put it this way. You said this is a selfie because it was taken by a device with a front-facing camera. You remember that?
Bathi akhumbula ukuthi izithombe lesithombe saka selfie ke sihanga phakathi kwembukiso ka Exhibit SD ngoba ke isithombe abasithwebula ke besebenzisa ke camera la ngaphambili ucingo.
I might have said that.
Now, I want us to be certain. We are not talking about mites, maze. I can refer you to that. On Friday, you said this is a selfie because it was taken by a front-facing camera.
All right, correct.
Athi wena ke uthi zeke unkulunkulu bakho isithombe lesi ke isithombe noma isithombe saka selfie ke ngoba basithatha ke ngecamera eyala ngaphambili ku cellphone ngabe yakhumbula nathi yebo kuqiniso.
Now, if I may ask Mr. Makaza, please to assist us with Exhibit S in brackets C. No. If you look at your folders, there'll be an Exhibit S in brackets C or a C on its phone. I just want the picture of the phone. No, it's not that one. Yes, stop right there. Now, the phone that the download was done from and the pictures that you analyzed, is that the phone
Bathi ke
that is depicted on Exhibit SC?
It could be the one. I remember I'm not the one who downloaded. I didn't see it myself.
bathi ke umakhalekhukhwini lo kade downloada ithombe kona ke ngabe akuwo yiwo lona abatshengisile lesikhanyiso lesi athi kungenzeka ukuthi mhlambe wona ke lona ke kepha kagena akade downloada ke ithombe.
But for background purposes, we got this as part of disclosure. And this particular Exhibit SC contains mainly the phone book of the phone that was downloaded with all the contacts that are in that phone. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I do understand.
Athi ngizwe kahle ke ngoba uma kukhuluma ngethombe lezi ke ithombe ke badownloada ngaphakathi kwalomakhalekhukhwini ke lona futhi nemininingwane inombolo ezikhona ke ngaphakathi ucingo lolu ke yilezi kade bezethela ngaphambili kusenkantolo bedownloadile eqhamuka ngocingo lolu.
Now, you as an analyst that has dealt with this type of evidence, looking at this particular photo, would you say that this particular cell phone, the Samsung GT-E 2220, has a front-facing camera? Would you say that looking at that cell phone?
No, there's no front camera.
Athi-ke uma ngabe ubukeke isikhangiso socingo noma isikhangiso sikamakhalekhukhwini okhona kulesi sikhangiso lesi-ke, uma ngabe usibuka ungasho futhi ukuthi le cellphone le khona ngabe inayo yini-ke i-front camera-ke, usho i-camera wona la ekhona-ke la kule cellphone langaphambili athi ufakazi cha ayikho.
Now, the other point is this. If we look at the metadata, say for example in Exhibit SD, is there a way that the metadata will tell you the type of camera on the cell phone that was used to capture a particular picture?
Athi-ke uma ngabe sesibuka lapho kumibukiso ka-SD, ingabe mhlawumbe ithombe lizakutshela uma ngabe usuka ngaphansi kwe-metadata ukuthi ngabe mhlawumbe basebenzisa yiphi-ke camera uma ngabe bethubula ithombe lesi?
No, it can't. It just tell us about the format of the camera, JPEG.
Athi cha angeke isitshele ukuthi usayiphi i-camera, kepha isitshela nje ngemali ne-format-ke lapho-ke athi iformat yakhona-ke u-JPEG.
Okay. That's your understanding.
Athi ngabe indlela ozuzisa ngayo athi ufakazi yebo.
Now, sitting here today and knowing whether the camera that captured that photo, whether it was a rear-facing camera or a front-facing camera, in terms of location of the golden tooth on the upper left quadrant of the jaw, will that position change, whether it was taken by a front-facing camera or a rear-facing camera?
Bathi-ke lapho-ke uma sesibuka-ke lesithombe lesi mhlawumbe lo camera khona-ke uma ngabe mhlawumbe i-camera elangaphambili noma i-camera engemuva kuza kucingo lo muntu-ke lapho-ke ingabe mhlawumbe ngakutshela ukuthi isithombe lesi mhlawumbe basithwebula ngasi besebenzisa yiphi i-camera mhlawumbe la khona ukubona khona-ke izinto legolide mhlawumbe bathathe isithombe lesi besebenzisa i-camera engaphambili noma i-camera engemuva.
It won't change the position of whatever it will, but however the background of the picture might twist.
Athi cha ngeke ishintshe-ke isimo-ke somuntu-ke lapho-ke kepha-ke suke okhona-ke ngemuva ikona ongamane ukuthi kushintshe-ke.
So my understanding, sorry, you were saying something? Okay. My understanding, and my understanding from your answer, if the gold tooth is on the left upper jaw, it will remain on the left upper jaw no matter what, whether it was taken with a front-facing camera or a rear-facing camera, correct?
Athi ngabe ukuzwa ukuthi uma ngabe kuzwa kahle-ke uma athi na-ke usho ukuthi-ke izinyo lomuntu elikhona-ke kuyena-ke la kumazwi la ase-left esandleni sokunxele-ke asivame ukuthi isimo sakhona sishintshe uma ngabe mhlawumbe esebenzisa noma usebenzisa-ke icamera ucingo langaphambili noma usebenzisa icamera langemuva ucingweni asishintshe isimo sakhe.
The picture itself doesn't change.
Okay.
Athi isithombe nje sonkana asishintshi-ke.
Now, there's an experiment that was done on Friday, but I've been told that both of the demonstration photos that were captured by both yourself and the officer using your cell phone and transferred to Advocate Sibanda, both on your devices and Mr. Sibanda have been deleted. Is that correct?
Yeah, it was still there.
Bathi khona-ke ithombe ebazithathile la phakathi kwakho-ke futhi umunike umuntu osibazithatha la kuwena kathina kumzana osibala-ke athi uzwile ukuthi bayicishile ithombe lezo-ke athi ngabe kuyiqiniso yini athi ufakazi yebo bayicishile-ke lo ithombe lezo.
Now, the thing that caused that hoo-ha in court has got to do with something that is called the mirror effect of a photograph. Do you know that?
No, I don't know.
You don't know the mirror or the flipping effect of a photograph when it's taken with a front-facing lens camera. You know that?
Yes, I know that.
Explain that to us so that it's clear to all of us, because the point that I'm making for this purpose of cross-examination is this. if the allegation is that Mr. Mngube had a golden tooth on the upper jaw of upper left jaw of the quadrant of the mouth, no matter what, whether that demonstration on Friday caused confusion or not, he will forever have that gold tooth on the upper left jaw of the mouth. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I do understand.
Bathi khona ke sikhanyiso senzile ke mhlawumbe umbukiso siwenzile ke la ngolwesihlanu masibonele senzile ana-ke ukuthi ke umnumzana uMncube ke isimo sakhe noma kade anezinyo legolide ke na-ke kumazinyo khona esandleni sokunxelela ngaphezulu kumazinyo wakhe-ke isimo sakhe ngeke sishintshe-ke uma ngabe uthatha-ke isithombe nge-selfie noma uthatha isithombe ngecamera yangemuva ecingweni-ke lapho-ke bathi akhumbula leyo nkulumo yini athi yebo ngisayikhumbula bathi masicela ukuthi asitshengise ukuthi ngabe lokho kwenzeka kanjani.
With that in mind, then explain so that we are clear, unequivocal about the mirror imaging or the flipping when you use a front-facing camera for a particular photo.
Asicela usitshele kabanzi-ke ngalokho ukuthi mhlawumbe kwenzeka kanjani uma mhlawumbe umuntu esebenzisa-ke uselfie-ke uma athula isithombe sakhe-ke noma ejika kucingo lakhe esebenzisa ikhamera ngemuva ukuthi lokho kwenzeka kanjani ukuthi kwisimo somuntu singashintsha sihlale sihlezi ngendlela kade kuyiso.
When you use a front camera, you take a picture. When you view it, it won't come the same way you took the picture. It will be it will flip to your left, right, right, left.
Let's make it easy. So sorry, Mr. Interpret. Let's make it easy. You can use your example of the first photo that you took with Mr. Jonas. Substitute Mr. Mazaga for Mr. Jonas and use the same picture that you took, because we were asked on Friday to take the same your phone to look at you and describe your positions. Remember, use that example.
I don't have that phone anymore. If you can borrow me a phone, then I can take a picture as of now with him, and then we can use that.
My phone does not work.
Bacela-ke kufakazi ukuthi ayenzekele isibonelo sakhe-ke lesi-ke.
Thank you.
Come, sir. Sorry, come, sir.
Yes.
Mr. Mule is talking.
My Lord, may we approach Mr. Mule? Thank you, my Lord. I mean, that's it.
Thank you, my Lord. I mean, that's it.
Are you in a position to take a selfie with you and my colleague, the interpreter there?
Yes, that's true.
Okay, good service. Let's go 2 photos. Sorry, there's a request also to use, yeah, that one. So use 2 phones for the same photo. And now, may I request you kindly, ma'am, to just stand here and using both phones, capture both of my colleagues there.
Locked. It's locked.
Have you done so? Ish, now the problem is, how are we going to deal with it? Eh? Oh, Burwan, Barbari, what's up with Owen? Then Okono Dipino. You can approach them. My lord, the photos, just for explanation, now must be sent to my colleagues here on WhatsApp so that they can be beamed on the screen. No. Now, I'm not going to waste time and wait for this to occur. I'll move to another aspect and then come back to this. Right? Okay. Now, the evidence here in court is that in the memory card of the Samsung phone attributed to Mr. Mngube, there were over 700 photographs. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But kulo makhalekhukhwini kamnumzana uMncube kade kuyiSamsung lapho kade khona ke ithombe ke ezingaphezulu kuka 700 ngokuyibalo ngabe iqiniso yini lokho athi yebo kuyiqiniso lokho.
Except the photo in exhibit S in brackets D, how many other specific photos showed Mr. Mncube with a golden tooth?
Bathi ngaphandle nje kwesithombe kade sikhona ngaphakathi kwembukiso ka exhibit SD ngabe yisiphi ke esinye isithombe futhi ade sitshengisa umnumzana uMncube ke nezinye legolide ke yena ke.
I came across this one in front of us before court.
Athi wahlangana nalesithombe nje esisodwana kuphela ke lesi sikhona la ngaphambi kwenkosi enkantolo.
Then I couldn't continue as I get what I wanted.
Atakaza qhubeke ke nanoma bekasokutholile lokho bekafise bafise ukuthola vele.
Now, you are tripping me. You've got 700 photos. You are asked by Sergeant Mohola, find for us photographs of Mr. Mncube with his mouth open, depicting a gold. You come across this one photo and you stop doing the analysis for looking at further photos with a gold tooth. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, and the request was not find the photographs. It was find a photo.
athi ummeli ke uyamdida ke ngoba kusanjani uthi ngaphakathi kweyithombe ke zingapha mase sibala ngokuyibalo ke ezindlulile ku700 lapho ke ngesikhathi ucela uSergeant Mogola ukuthi zithola ke isithombe sikaMnumzana uNcube la avule khona ke umlomo wakhe ke la tshakala khona enezinyo legolide ke lapho ke bese ngokhetha isithombe sisodwa nje vo kuphela athi kwenza kuze kanjani ukuthi ungathole isithombe sakhe sisodwa kepha ungatholi ithombe eziningi ke lapho ke athi cha yena ufakazi bamcela ukuthi akathole ke isithombe sisodwa ke sakaMnumzana uNcube la aveze khona ke la avule khona umlomo wakhe ke bese atshengakala khona ke nezinyo legolide.
Now, as you are doing your analysis before you get to the photo that is now Exhibit SD, did you find any photos before that with Mr. Mncube smiling, mouth open? Did you find any photos that contradicted your conclusions that he had a gold tooth?
Bathi ke umuzo ngaphandle nje kwesithombe lesi esikhona ngaphakathi kwembukiso ka Exhibit SD ngabe usikhona yini esithombe wasithola ke la kade ancume khona ke umnumzana ukekiteka khona ke umnumzana ke ngesikhathi athi atakikita khona atshangakala khona ukuthi unezinyo legolide awukazi uzithola.
Most of the pictures, his mouth was closed. So
athi kwithombe eziningi zakhe kade avale umlomo wakhe ke kepha
some were open but not clearer than this one I've chosen.
athi ezinye kade zikhona avule khona kumlomo kepha kade zingatshengakali kahle ke ngendlela eqondile noma indlela esitshengakala ngaso ke lesi asikhethile.
But you see, that's my problem, which is you cannot come here with one photo and say conclusively he had a golden tooth, which, by the way, was not visible. I had to enhance it with Microsoft Word, and then you stopped. You didn't do a comprehensive analysis of all the photos to come to a representative conclusion that indeed Mr. Mncube has a gold tooth.
athi wena ke lapho wenzile umsebenzi awuwenzile umsebenzi wakho ngendlela ejulile futhi ngendlela ekhethekile la kade khona ke ukhipha ke izithombe noma mhlawumbe isithombe sikaMnumzana Mncube ke lesatshana khona ke nezinyo legolide kepha ke ngaphandle usebenzise ke Microsoft ke lapho ke athi nalesi walekelwa yiyona ke ngesikhathi ade kusiza ke ekuthizeni ubone ukuthi kade nezinyo legolide.
I did go through all the pictures.
Yes.
I picked this one as the one that, according to me, I could see the gold tooth better than the others if they were there. Some that the mouth was not open as like this one, they were a little bit, the teeth was small, I couldn't identify what I was looking for clearly.
athi yena kwakhetha isithombe lesi ke asikhethile ngezathu esilandela sokuthi ke kumalana nezithombe lezi adabuke kuzona ke kade zingatshengakali kahle hle ngendlela eqondile ke lapho ke athi kwezinye zale izithombe kade ungavule wonke umlomo wakho kepha kade uvule nje kancane ke umlomo wakho ke athi futhi yena bekangakhoni ukubona kahle ukuthi ngabe mhlawumbe izinyo legolide likhona noma likho ke lapho ke kepha thina wakhetha wagcina sikakhetha ke lesi isithombe.
Honestly, most of the pictures, the mouth was closed.
athi qinisweni ke izithombe eziningi ke kade uvale umlomo wakho ke kuzona.
Now, before you arrived at that conclusion that this photo that I'm now going to sample out for the purposes of my instruction from Mogola has got a gold tooth, you had no benefit of any dentist or orthodontist report, correct?
That's correct.
Wathi ngesikhathi uSergeant Mogola bacetha ukubheka ke isithombe segolise umuntu onezinyo legolide bungakahlangani ke nencwadi iqhamuka ngaphakathi kwedentist usudokotela lwamazinyo noma bosohlangene nathi cha bengakahlangani ke nayo.
Now, having now the benefit of Dr. Ali's report, the conclusion of which Advocate Monisi read to you, are you willing to reconsider your conclusion that Mr. Mncube had a gold tooth, or do you still stand by your assertion that he had?
I stand what I have seen.
bathi mina nenkulumo iqhamuka kudokotela kwamazinyo kade noma mhlawumbe uchwepheshe kwamazinyo kade umnumzane Ncube ayigena-ke ngabe mhlawumbe kodwa namazwi ukuthi umnumzane Ncube kade anganalo yini izinyo legolide noma kade analo-ke noma usamile kule nkulumo boyikhulumile ukuthi kade analo izinyo legolide-ke athi ufakazi yebo ngisamile kule nkulumo engikhulumile ekuwukuthi kade analo izinyo legolide.
And do you have any reason to doubt the doctor's report?
Ngabe unaso yini isathu songabaza-ke inkulumo kadokotela?
No, I don't have any reason.
Athi cha anginayo-ke anginaso isathu-ke lapho.
As I'm not a doctor, I have no knowledge of the dental whatever.
Athi yena kanalokho ulwazi malana nodokotela bamazinyo-ke noma nanoma yini.
Now, I'm going to return to these photos, but there's something that quite intrigued me on Friday in one of your interactions with Advocate Munisi. In an answer to a question, you said something to this effect, and correct me if I'm wrong. You said, I am not an expert, but I'm an analyst. You remember that interaction?
Yes.
But yakhumbula yini usho ukuthi wena kusho awuyona-ke i-expert kepha u-analyst athi yebo ngisakhumbula leyo nkulumo.
Now, what did you mean by that? That you are an analyst but not an expert? In the context of the analysis of photographs, or if you are a downloader, the downloader of photographs. What did you mean in that context? Because you were taken through the photos that you analyzed.
I mean, my duties is to analyze. So the word expert, I don't use it myself. I call myself an analyst. However, if you wanna call me the expert, it's up to you. But myself, I consider myself an analyst.
Athi yena-ke uyibiza nje ukuthi yena-ke i-analyst-ke lapho-ke akayibizi yena-ke i-expert usho yena-ke lapho-ke uchwephesha-ke lapho usho i-expert leyo-ke kepha yathi umuntu oqhathanisa phakathi-ke komsebenzi ukuthi avame ukuthi mhlawumbe-ke awenze lapho-ke futhi athi umsebenzi wakhe ukwenza-ke ini ama-analysis njenge-analyst.
Colonel Steyn to say you are an analyst. I wouldn't say a mere analyst. You are an analyst. You are not an expert. And do you know what the court said? The court said, he's an expert. Am I going to bring my own expert? So that's why I wanted to know whether in your field you are called analysts or experts.
We are analysts.
Athi-ke sathi ukuthi akubuze ukuthi ngabe uyi-analyst noma ngabe uyi-expert ukuthi ngesikhathi athi khona ufakazi lana uColonel Steyn athi wona wambuza imibuzo ukuthi ngabe mhlawumbe lapho yena kade abize nje ukuthi i-analyst ke lapho-ke kepha athi inkosi yenkantolo-ke cha yona analyst kepha-ke expert usho ukuthi uchwepheshe-ke lapho-ke bese babuza ngabe mhlawumbe ubizo wakho uchwepheshe yini bese athi ummeli cha.
Now I'm concluding now my cross-examination. I said I'm asking only clarification questions. Now let's conclude with these photographs that were just captured minutes ago in court. And remember why I said you must take this, so that you can explain the mirroring or the flipping of photos when they are taken with a front-facing camera.
Ecethe manje singeneleke kudaba lwezithombe lezi eqedwe kuthula khona manje la enkantolo-ke ngoba athi ummeli kunala athana uthola khona-ke ngokugcwele ukuthi ngabe mhlawumbe isithombe sithe nge-selfie futhi nesithombe sithe ngecamera ngemuva ucingo.
Now, if it suits you, as long as you've got the microphone with you, you can go there and demonstrate how the flipping happens, how positions change, but the constant features, i.e. in this instance, the golden tooth, if that's the golden tooth, will remain constant, will remain on the left upper jaw, no matter what. Just demonstrate that.
Is it possible for the pictures?
Side by side. briefly before you go, Sergeant Mabasa, that on record, whether these were the selfies that you yourself took or the other pictures that were taken from the front by my colleague seated towards your side, that side.
They're confusing me now. If I'm correct, this one
It's a selfie.
could be a selfie. This one could be the back camera.
Okay.
But both this view, they look the same. It's not how they appear on the phone. So these two, to me now,
Yes.
it's not as it was on the phone when I view them.
Yes.
So
Okay. Describe how the relative positions, your position and the interpreter's positions were when you view them from the perspective of the cell phones, the respective
if
cell
I can
phones.
have the phone, so I can give me this one.
The other one is here, okay, Mabasa.
The selfie is this one.
Okay.
When I view it from my phone,
Yes.
as we were standing this in this position.
Yes.
On my phone, it's vice versa.
So you are now
And
on
we
the
are
right.
standing like
Okay. All right. Okay.
so it changes position.
Okay. And on the one that was taken by my colleague here, is the position still the same? Will the mirror image put you on the right and the interpreter on the left as well?
Now the other one, should be is the opposite of what I said.
Okay. Okay. But now, all of these experiments, Sergeant Mabasa, the bottom line is this, and that was the basis of my cross-examination and clarification of you. You have placed the gold tooth on exhibit SD on the left upper jaw of Mr. Mngube, right?
athi mina nofakazi obukhona-ke kwimibukiso ka-SD ukuthi wena-ke uthize umnumzana umnqibekela unezinto legolide-ke yena-ke kumazinyo akhonakala ngaphezulwini langaphezulu esandla sokunxele athi yebo kunjalo.
Now, if we I'm going to ask the state to assist you with photo number 15 of Exhibit S because we can't do the side by side. But I want to show you something because you've got Exhibit SD in front of you. Right? Oh, yes, Exhibit S, yeah, photo 15. Yeah, this one. Oh, okay, yeah, this one. In your interaction with Advocate Munisi, you accepted and we accept that the person depicted on the right picture is Mr. Mnguni, right?
Right picture, yes, yes.
Bathi siyavumelana ukuthi lo muntu okhona ka otshengala kule sithombe lesi esandleni sokudla-ke uMnguni athi yebo kunjalo.
And we have also, according to the version that was put to you by Advocate Munisi, that the person depicted on the left, photo 15, Exhibit S, is the late brother of Mr. Mnguni. You remember?
I do remember.
Friday?
Bathi khona umuntu okhona esandleni sokunxeleke kule sithombe lesi-ke umfowabo-ke owashona-ke uMnguni ngathi sakuvuma yini athi yebo ngishilo ngolwesihlanu ukuthi ngiyakuvuma lokho.
And a goal tooth on the right, it's a constant. On one photo, on photo 100, on photo 1 million, it will remain on the left. Agreed? It's a constant. It's not something that shifts.
Bathi isithombe esikhona esandleni sokudla sithi umuntu izinyo legodi khona ngalana esandleni sokunxeleke alishintshi-ke kuyena-ke lihlala lilapho futhi endaweni eyodwana yini.
That's correct.
Athi yebo.
And for a picture of the same person, by the way, let me qualify it by saying
Yes.
the picture of the same person, right?
That's correct.
Futhi isithombe somuntu oyedwana athi yebo kunjalo.
And now that I'm not sure, are you accepting, because I don't want to put words in your mouth, that these are two separate persons?
Yes, I'm accepting.
Bathi ngabe vuma yini ukuthi abantu laba bakhona ngalana ke abantu ababili-ke futhi abahlukene athi yebo ngiyakuvuma lokho.
Now, in so saying, the deceased brother, the golden inlay or tooth that we see is on the upper right quadrant of the jaw, correct?
Bathi ngabe siyakuvuma yini ukuthi-ke umfowabo-ke wasele washona-ke izinyo legolide lakena-ke lelasandleni sokudlala kwamazwi ngaphezulu siyakuvuma yini lokho?
Yes.
Athi yebo.
Now, in conclusion, we cannot therefore say the picture on the right is a mirror image of the picture on the left, because these are two separate people. The location of what you saw as a gold tooth on the person on the right is on the left upper jaw, and then on the person on the left is on the upper quadrant of the right jaw, right?
That's correct.
Bathi singatsho ukuthi yini mhlawumbe le thombe lezi azona-ke thombe zomuntu oyedwana futhi ithombe lesi esikhona ngalana lezithengisa emntwini legolide khona lakena-ke esandleni sokudla-ke kuyaqala esandleni sokunxele ngabe kunjalo yini? Athi yebo kunjalo. Ithombe sukile lapho lapho-ke uma sibuka ithombe lezi ngokugcwele futhi ngokujulileke bathule kwindawo ezimbili ezingafani futhi umuntu okhona ngalana izinyo kuyena-ke la esandleni sokudla-ke kepha lo ngale izinyo legodi lakena-ke la esandleni sokunxele athi yakuvuma yini lokho? Athi yebo kuyiqiniso.
Thank you, Sergeant Mabasa. Those were my clarification questions to you. Thank you, my Lord. I mean, that's it.
Cross-examination. Advocate Mshodolo also indicated that she had no cross-examination, so the state can take whatever direction they want to take.